can't handle the truth.
I have 4 words for you. I love this company. Yes!
I'm making this video early in the morning to try to let everybody understand. There was only 3 Xbox fanboys that thought that I was very, very happy about the downfall of Lionhead Studios. Fable 1 was the only game I've ever played from the Fable series, and it was one of my favorite RPGs of all time. And as you guys know, one thing about me, I love RPGs, and it was amazing. Now, I learned this yesterday. I posted it on my Twitter. I retweeted it. A lot of the people that follow me, they retweeted it. And of course, it's on here, the official PlayStation jobs page on Twitter, where PlayStation lended their help to the affected developers to offer them jobs at PlayStation. They're not the only one. We have people like Naughty Dog as well as BioWare offering jobs to the people affected by Lionhead Studios. Now, is that good for PlayStation gamers? Yes, this is good. This is great news. It was great news that Microsoft gave up on Lionhead Studios, because gladly we know there are lots of studios that need new developers. And I'm just so glad that Sony was able to help, BioWare was able to help, and many more. So we're gonna go down and see if we can find some more names real quick. We got Naughty Dog jobs right here. Then we got the people over there. Um, it's just we got so many people. Look at Sean Murray from Hello Games. They're offering to help. The people that worked on what is it, a No Man's Sky. So we got so many people in the community that is helping and that are sad about what's going on. We got people over there from Media Molecule that worked on, of course, Little Big Planet and Tearaway. Um, we have a lot of people, and this is awesome. Microsoft messed up big time, and yes, this is going to come back once again, unless this is another person offering them a link to the PlayStation Jobs.co.uk. So was this good for PlayStation gamers? That's the question. Some fanboys, only 3. I believe it was only 3. It might be more, but I'm hoping this video kind of makes everybody understand. It is good for PlayStation gamers, as you can see, because the developers that have worked on these different Fable games, and the developers, of course, that were there from the early beginnings of Lionhead Studios, they now have a place to go, and that place is mostly over here at PlayStation. There's a lot of people over here that want to help. Sucker Punch right there. We got Sucker Punch helping. So it's it's amazing to see the gaming industry come together and help. Mainly, a lot of PlayStation developers and studios are offering their hand. So we saw Media Molecule, we saw Hello Games that works on No Man's Sky, we saw Sucker Punch, we saw Naughty Dog, which is a big one. Um, so yeah, if you want to be a real smartass about it, yeah, this is great news for PlayStation gamers, because we're gonna get some new developers, and they might be able to work on some older RPGs that Sony hasn't touched on. But we're waiting for the right developers to come along, and right now, we have the right developers. I believe the big 3 are gonna be Sony, Nintendo, and PC for now on, because it just looks like Microsoft is getting out of the console race. Microsoft, the company, is looking at the Xbox division of their company as a loss of profits. They're not making enough money on hardware. They're not making enough money on software, and they just want to get away from it. And we can all see this. I mean, you can deny it all you want, but over the next 2 months, you're going to see crazy shit like this going down. Speaking of crazy shit, I don't know if you guys saw over the weekend, Nio, but I've already was really excited about this game. And then of course, earlier this year they announced that it is coming to the United States. And guess what? It is a PlayStation exclusive. A lot of people are saying it's like Ninja Gaiden meets Onimusha meets Dark Souls. It's really awesome. You can customize your weapons and armor. It's amazing. It really is. So the link below taking you here is gonna have a gameplay trailer. I believe it's about 7 or 8 minutes. So you guys should look at that. It's in HD. And then I want to talk about King of Fighters. This is another PlayStation exclusive fighting game. Um, and we're gonna look at some of these pictures together. I really like it. Uh, as you know, this fighting game for PlayStation doesn't have a release on PC, and the cool thing is in 60 frames, 1080p, 60 frames per second. It starts you out with 50 fighters. So, people bitching about Street Fighter, keep bitching, but we got so many different fighting games on the PS4. So it's all about variety. It's something that Xbox fans don't know about. The only RPG that they could even fucking name out their ass for the longest time was Fable, and now it doesn't look like that's gonna be happening anymore. So let's go over here to the last article. I just want to refresh you guys on stuff that I know about, and I hope that you guys find interesting. Of course, I don't know if anybody remembers Star Ocean. Was big on PlayStation. It was big on PlayStation before last generation when it went to the Xbox 360 exclusively, and I think a year or so after that, it came to the PS3, and that was one of the worst Star Oceans in all of gaming history. But they tried to redeem themselves a lot with this game. The PS4 version of this game is going to be 720p 30 frames per second, but the PS4 version of this game is going to be 1080p 60 frames per second. They seem to be using a brand new engine, and it looks amazing. I'm going to show you a little bit of these pictures. Once again, the links are going to be in the description if you want to go look at these pictures, save them to your computer, and of course spread them around and get more gamers involved. These are all PS4 images, by the way. The game looks amazing. As you guys know, I'm a big fan of Dual Shockers because whenever I really need some news, I go here and I can find that shit. N4Gs just reminds me of a website being ran by fanboys, pretty much like the early or maybe the last days of game trailers before they went under. Really liking the game. I love the art style. Love the how soft the textures are. They really did good on here. They really got to redeem themselves. Like a lot of people put a lot of hope and invest a lot of money into thinking that Microsoft was the second coming of the gaming industry, and look at how they fucking people over now.
It's all there, black and white, clear as crystal. So you get nothing. You lose.